What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and right now we're going to be talking about Theme Team Surge Part 2. The real truth about it, I'm going to give it to you guys unfiltered the way I always do. It's really bad. Part 2 is not as good as Part 1. For some reason, EA Sports just decides to give us like really good stuff, and then they just flip it on us. Like, yo, here you go, more trash. You know what I'm saying? So there are a few things I'm going to point out within the promo itself for anyone that's looking to engage with the promo. One of the things I want to make sure you guys are doing to keep up with what we're going to be doing here at GmiasWorld is making sure you're staying up to date with your challenges. All right, I think that's very important because we are looking not only to get the XP from that, and if you guys want to free Chris Johnson, but you're going to need to do that in order to get the Tim Tebow to make sure that your actual field pass level goes up. In addition, you can get yourself some Surge and some 92 overall theme team packs. All right, so I want to make sure you guys know we are going to be doing that, so pay attention to that. That's very important. All right, as far as the field pass goes with what we're looking to do, I told you guys we got to get to level 21. I really do believe I'm going to end the year off, maybe, possibly, with Tim Tebow. He's right-handed. He has everything that we need for the most part, as far as abilities go. So I don't really see an issue with him overall. So we'll look at it. Not gonna say 100% we'll stay with him for the full year, but I do believe he should be suitable. Also, he's 6'3", he should be able to spin, and it's gonna work out in that regard. So when you look at some of the new objectives, right? Number one, you gotta go through and play some more of the challenges. Like I said, it's a 3-part actual program. They've added some more of, the things you need to do. Just keep in mind, you have to return kickoffs. So if you're only playing the limited time event for house rules, you're not gonna be able to return kickoffs. So make sure you go into a mode where you can actually return some kickoffs. All right, winning games and playing games, that's all the same. So that's ultimately what I need you guys to pay attention to. I don't think regardless of what you do, you'll have enough to get him until part 3. For those of you guys that are asking about, yo, G, what is the deal? Can we get him early? No way. They don't have enough XP there to do that. Now, as far as what's going on in the store, there's nothing really to see here. I wouldn't recommend that you guys buy anything this week. I don't see it, except for like the 1 cent pack that you get on a daily basis. There's nothing really in the store to engage with. So I would say for the most part to avoid it. If you feel that, you're just getting into the game and you need to get your team competitive, that's a whole nother avenue. As far as the step 1 and all that stuff that goes on with those packs, you definitely don't need to do any of that. Like 100%, like you don't, dude, this drop is absolutely horrid. I'm not even gonna open any of the packs that I already have until probably part 3 from what I got from the first part. All right, now what you're looking at right there is Gronkowski. Okay, yes, he's a goddamn corner. Okay, he's a cornerback. Why? I don't know. We'll get back to that in a second. This week's house rules are a little bit different. First week was beautiful. This week is a little bit more tough. First to 19 points, and it doesn't matter what the score is. Like, you got to get to 19 points. So even if another person scores and you're really close to 19 and they get 19 before you, you just got to get to 19 points. Points don't get deducted. Like if they get a first down or anything, it's just very simplistic. Get to 19 points. 15 yard is a first down, 8 points no matter how you score, and you get 3 points for interceptions. So that's pretty much all that it is. What you get as a free reward, I'm going to show you guys right now. You're going to get a collectible, and you're going to use that collectible to get the wife banger, aka Steve Smith Sr. All right, so that's pretty much what you're going to get. I would urge you, all right, seriously, what the hell is this? 98 to 99 reward player pack. Did they just update this or something? Oh, they're all 97s. I'm good. They're probably going to have golden tickets in that, by the way. I got to find out if anybody's actually pulled a golden ticket, but I kind of feel that in the past they've done stuff like that where they've made it where you can pull a golden ticket. So make sure you guys are looking out for that situation. I don't know why it's not showing right there, though. Gridiron Showdown is probably where it is, so let's go check this out. Yeah, so right here. You could, and one of the things that's also interesting is you see how the actual token, you could actually put it back in to get another, the previous one. That means that if you want Pat Tillman, you can get him. I would probably say to see who's more expensive though, because the wife banger, Steve Smith Sr., I don't know exactly what his price is right now, but he's the newer card. He should possibly be going for more, and this is just another way for you guys to get some coins. I wouldn't quick sell it for the 13,500. what is it, Surge or whatever it is, I wouldn't quick sell them for that. I would sell them for, coin currency. So they're both around the same price. Like I said, I think that people will probably go after the wife banger. Maybe more. What is that, 587? Because he's so ass. Like, I really don't know which way to go, but he is the newer card. And then next week with Night Train Lane, he's going to be horrible also because they don't give him Avalanche. So I don't know what that's going to do. So he's a little bit cheaper. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to go and just grab the wife banger because I think people may just get him because he's the newer card. Like, that's my only logic behind it. They're both trash cards. Well, maybe Pat Tillman can probably work as a looper for you in your defense, but I really don't see the use for Steve Smith Sr. He's undersized, and he'll just bang your wife if he sees her and he knows that she's married. So that's a problem there. But let's go ahead and do this. We're going to go ahead and complete it. So we've already done our flawless run within the house rules. So we're going to use our token for the newer card. All right, we saw some of his price ranges. So honestly, I just want to get rid of him and get some coins. So I'm just going to put him up for 560. Like, I'm not really concerned about anything else. Like, he's just going up for 560 because that's just what I'm going to put him up for. I just feel like that's what it's, 587? Oh, so maybe 575. Just to make sure somebody buys him right now. I don't want him up there too long because then that's going to create a problem. And then he might end up banging my wife while he's, actually on my auction block. So let's get out of that. And so that's all done. So that's pretty much what's going on with the promo, the free cards, making sure your field pass is done. Now, as far as the cards that were dropped, there are a few of them that I would recommend that you take a look at, but overall, it's not a good promo for part 2. Part 1 is still way better, leaps and bounds ahead of it. We've already spoken about Grunk. I'm going to just make sure that you thoroughly understand why I think he's trash. His card does not get Avalanche. Point blank, period. He's gone. He's done. Dexter Lawrence doesn't get Vanguard. You're done. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how you got to go through it. So you look at it. All right, they're both trash. Let's keep it moving. Now, they didn't drop any more 97s. I don't know why they didn't do that. That seems rather ridiculous in my opinion. The other cards, let's just scroll down a little bit, see who's good. Leonard Williams does get Colossus and Unstoppable Force. However, he's very, very slow. That's it. We're not going to talk about him. Quinnen Williams is also getting those abilities of Colossus and Unstoppable Force. He's also very slow. Stay away from him. This guy could be a dog. Harold Landry, I think it's Landry. He could be a dog, but the problem is I don't know how I'm going to utilize him because I already have a completely OP defensive line. So he's good, but I don't know if you guys want to actually utilize him. But he's one of the good ones that just came out. All right. Christian McCaffrey sucks for any of my Niner fans out there. Who else we got? Brian Thomas is awful. Okay, there was a tight end that dropped. Yeah, Dalton Kincaid. Now look, this is something that some of you guys may not realize. The tight end position, right? You're still looking for height. He's 6'4". He has to 6'4". You can do, you can moss and all that stuff. It's just easier to get it done if you get them at a better height. 6'5", 6'6", and up, stuff like that. So I'm not gonna be able to utilize him because they have guys out there that are, Skipper, Don Skipper, 6'9". Like there's a lot of big corners out there. So you give yourself a disadvantage if you go this route. So I would urge to probably, if you're gonna get them, use them at, whatever. Just let them block with Vanguard, but don't utilize them to where you're trying to really moss because you're gonna get picked off. That's ultimately what's going to happen. Other than that, there weren't a lot, that I was feeling based on, just the release itself. I do love the fact that they're giving everybody an opportunity to get somebody for their team, to make their teams better. But in all honesty, just not really that good. And then Patrick Mahomes is also very solid. I would definitely take a look at this card. I may end up utilizing him tomorrow during the stream and just go, because he gets everything, bro. That's why I'm saying, like, all these quarterbacks, the golden tickets, I asked you guys, like, do you really want to lose coins and spend money for golden ticket quarterbacks? Because he's actually really good. So, again, in summation, I would say this. It's not as good as part 1, but you could still, it's opportunity to make a lot of coins. Go after it, get it done, and let me know what you think. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. One love, y'all.